Did
I'm
we hold
sad.
on?
I'm sad that we're off my app.
The Wall Street Journal, and Rupert Murdoch personally were warned directly by President Donald J. Trump that the supposed letter they printed by President Trump, is President Trump even writing this? He said they printed by President Trump to Epstein was a fake. So the Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch personally were warned by President Trump that supposed they letter they printed by President Trump to Epstein was fake, and if they print it, they will be sued. Mr. Murdoch stated that he would take care of it, but obviously did not have the power to do so. The editor of the Wall Street Journal, Emma Tucker, was told directly by Carolyn Levitt and by President Trump that the letter was a fake, but Emma Tucker didn't want to hear that. Instead, they're going with a false, malicious, and defamatory story anyway. President Trump will be suing the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Mr. Murdoch shortly. The press has to learn to be truthful and not rely on sources that probably don't even exist. President Trump has already beaten George Stephanopoulos, Slopadopoulos, as he says, ABC, 60 Minutes, CBS, and others are looking forward to suing and holding accountable the once great Wall Street Journal. It has truly turned out to be a disgusting and filthy rag, and writing defamatory lies like this. So, let me just finish this. It says,
Finish it.
if there were any truth at all on the Epstein hoax as it pertains to President Trump, this information would have been revealed by Comey, Brennan, Crooked Hillary, and other radical left lunatics years ago. It certainly would not have sat in a file waiting for Trump to have won 3 elections. So, are they saying that there is quote unquote false incriminating evidence
Letter written
of
by, so it's a letter written by Jeffrey Epstein to Donald Trump that probably it details intimacy and the way that the letter is written as if they were friends and they knew each other well, or references that would make Donald Trump look bad, is my guess. And
yeah,
we're about to see
yeah.
tomorrow as we wake up, right? Or maybe even this evening, it'll drop. So President Trump is just going on the defense and
He's preemptively defending what is
preemptively
about to
defending. Yeah.
drop.
Yes. That's what's happening.
So this is
And
happening now live. Yeah.
yeah, and like so, like this letter would be an example of things that were in the quote unquote Epstein files, right? That he is saying was fake, right? And that Rupert Murdoch admitted was fake per se. So
Yeah.
great. I'm just like, man, you should have told us this a week ago. If you would have came
Well,
out,
yeah.
bro, and you'd be
I
like,
mean,
there's a
the
letter in there
more
that's
you
fake.
hide,
What do I care? Lie to me. Just like don't lie to me in such a way where it's ridiculous, like taking me on an emotional roller coaster. But I'm literally willing to believe you anyways. Okay. I mean, under your presidency, horrific things happened. Okay, and you know you passed. You are the one who brought in a vaccine that has killed millions of people, right? I've chosen to give you the benefit of doubt. I'm obviously mentally ill.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
like
I thought God spoke to me.
that was the
What
black eye of his first administration. I mean, this
July
is the second
13th,
black.
I wouldn't be here, bro. I wouldn't be doing all this if on July 13th when I was watching that video and when I was watching the assassination attempt live, of course, emotions kick in, all right? But after it's all well and over, when I made the decision to go rent the city bike in New York City and drive down the Times Square, drive down the Trump Tower, or ride down the Trump Tower, and when I get there, I got my speaker, and I don't know why I brought my speaker because I'm not really street preaching much anymore. And then when I started speaking, it just came out of my mouth, and that got covered by Forbes, right? Like I literally felt God speak to me in the way that He speaks to me through weirdness and thoughts and things just happening. And if it hadn't been for that moment, I don't think I would have like rebought into the whole Donald Trump train because post COVID and them trying to do what they did and everything, you know, I thought actually it wasn't I wasn't blaming him for the vaccine. I was saying that he was doing such a good job that they brought the virus, right? And that
Sure.
reinforced things, you know. Anyhow, But no, I really do truly in my gut believe that he's not a conspirator or a bad guy. I just believe he's a regular worldly dude that now is on the way to the Lord in a real way. And I hope he starts to perfect his language, you know, in terms of how he addresses the Lord, talks about the Lord, and these faith meetings and all this type of stuff, and quote some scripture. And
Well, like, look, I mean, if he is a Christian, I don't expect him to be you know, the example of Christianity, of Christian culture, and the standard on how we should live, obviously. And he's still going to be rough around the edges. I think, if anything, if he is a Christian, it came very late in his life, maybe a year ago. I don't know. Um, Pastor David is saying, Matthew, text him. So make sure you do that. He's chatting. What's up, Pastor D? But yeah, like, if Donald Trump is a Christian, I don't think he's going to be the standard. He's going to be rough around the edges, not very sanctified. But it's about justification, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens tomorrow, apparently, with this
none of you
Epstein thing.
people better be messaging Pastor David about me. If you are, I'm going to find out who you are. And that we're banned
What did you
again.
do, Matthew?
What did
What
I
did you
do
say?
again? What did I do?
You always get in trouble, Matt.
I'm always getting in
Dude,
trouble.
you're gonna get the show canceled, Matt.
Gosh darn it. I got a broken arm. My arm hurts. Okay? I'm on morphine.
No, Pastor David, Matthew's my producer. Get your own guy.
Am I in trouble
He
for
works
saying
for
I have
me,
mental illness?
okay?
Everybody knows I have mental illness.
He
Pick
makes
one.
my thumbnails, okay? He makes my program, okay? Back off.
I've got real problems over here, Pastor David. No, I'm just kidding, Pastor. I will message you as soon as I'm off the air.
Yes.
Anyhow. So with that being
Yes.
said, here let's just wrap
We
up
better
real
go.
quick with
We better go, Matt.
But let's just do this one real quick. This is the Trump diagnosis. It'll probably error out and not work anyways, but whatever.